Hello, and welcome to Global Voices for English Learners. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. In this podcast, we explain important international topics using clear and careful English, especially for people who are learning the language.
Today's episode is about an unusual but very important relationship in global politics: the United States and Greenland.
Greenland may look distant and quiet on the map, but right now it is becoming one of the most strategically important places in the world.
Our goal today is to explain the history behind this relationship and why Greenland matters so much in the current global situation.
Let's start with the basics. Greenland is the world's largest island, and it is mostly covered by ice. Even though it is geographically part of North America, politically it belongs to the Kingdom of Denmark.
Greenland has its own government and a high level of autonomy, meaning it makes many of its own decisions. But Denmark is still responsible for foreign affairs, defense, and some financial support.
This relationship between Greenland and Denmark is important because when other countries deal with Greenland, they are also indirectly dealing with Denmark and the European community.
Now let's go back in history. The United States has been interested in Greenland for a long time, especially for military reasons.
During World War II, the U.S. established a presence in Greenland to prevent Nazi Germany from using the island. Later, during the Cold War, Greenland became even more important.
The U.S. built a major military installation there, known today as Pituffik Space Base, formerly called Thule Air Base. It plays a key role in missile warning systems and space surveillance.
Its location is extremely valuable. Missiles or aircraft traveling between North America, Europe, and Russia often pass over the Arctic region. That makes Greenland a natural observation point.
For many years, this relationship was mostly about defense and security. But now, the situation is changing.
The big reason is climate change. As Arctic ice melts, new sea routes are slowly becoming more accessible. Ships can travel between Asia, Europe, and North America through the Arctic, saving time and fuel.
That means the Arctic is no longer just a frozen and isolated region. It is becoming a new area of economic and strategic competition.
And Greenland is right in the middle of this.
Another major factor is natural resources. Greenland is believed to have important mineral deposits, including rare earth elements.
These minerals are essential for modern technologies. Things like smartphones, electric vehicles, wind turbines, and military equipment.
Right now, much of the global supply of these minerals comes from China. Western countries, including the United States and European nations, want to reduce their dependence on Chinese sources.
Greenland could become an alternative source, which increases its strategic value even more.
This brings us to the current geopolitical picture. The United States sees Greenland as important for three main reasons: security, resources, and influence in the Arctic.
From a security perspective, the U.S. wants to maintain strong military capabilities in the Arctic region, especially as tensions with Russia continue.
Russia has expanded its military presence in the Arctic over the years. It has reopened old bases and increased patrols. So the Arctic is no longer seen as a low-tension zone.
At the same time, China has shown interest in Arctic shipping routes and investments in infrastructure and mining projects, including in Greenland.
U.S. officials worry that if China gains too much influence in Greenland, it could affect regional security and long-term strategic balance.
A few years ago, this issue became very visible when a U.S. president publicly expressed interest in buying Greenland.
That proposal surprised many people and was strongly rejected by both Greenlandic and Danish leaders. But it showed how seriously the United States views Greenland's importance.
Since then, the focus has shifted from buying territory to strengthening cooperation, economic ties, and diplomatic presence.
Greenland itself is not just a passive actor in this story. Its population is small, but its political voice is growing.
Many Greenlanders are interested in greater economic independence and possibly even full independence from Denmark in the future.
However, there are also concerns. Mining and development could bring money and jobs, but they also raise environmental risks and questions about long-term sustainability.
So Greenland faces a difficult balance: attracting foreign investment while protecting its environment and maintaining political control over its future.
Denmark also plays a key role. As a NATO member and European country, Denmark works closely with the United States, but it also represents Greenland's interests in international matters.
This creates a complex triangle: the US, Denmark, and Greenland, each with different priorities but shared connections.
When we look at the global level, Greenland is part of a bigger story: the growing importance of the Arctic in world politics.
As traditional power centers compete in new regions, the Arctic is becoming a space where security, energy, environment, and technology all come together.
This is not a conflict in the traditional sense, but it is a competition for influence, access, and long-term positioning.
So why does this matter for people outside the region?
Because decisions made in places like Greenland can affect global trade routes, energy transitions, military balance, and supply chains for modern technology.
It's a reminder that geography still shapes politics, even in the 21st century.
Understanding this topic also helps English learners talk about international relations using real-world examples.
It shows how history, environment, and global power competition are connected. Before we finish, we'd like to hear from you.
Where are you listening from? And how is the Arctic or climate change discussed in your country?
If you can, write your comment in English to practice.
Different opinions are welcome. We only ask for respect, even when views are different.
Thank you for listening to Global Voices for English Learners.
Keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next episode.